all over Central Square and soon Harvard Square. They're called sidewalk butlers.
As responsible, civic-minded people that we are, we don't have to pollute the sidewalk with our cigarette butts.
Exactly right. And we're hoping that they start putting more all over the city.
Well, Stephen, let me pick my cigarette butt up off the sidewalk. You want to go have a closer look, and I can put this in the sidewalk butler?
Why not?
Let's go check it out, Stephen.
I always do that, and I always like to end up with that. Yeah, man. Plaque out there. Yeah, you didn't fucking care. Yeah, it's like permanent tribute.
This is a strange world that we live in, and these are indeed strange times. Oh, if you wanna understand it, you gotta have a strange mind.
I'm an artist.
I put a new shirt on.
It's the EXO cam right there, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome. You are watching Cambridge Community Television. This show is Clinical Depression, Finding No Pleasure at All in Most Activities, a show in which we explore the condition of clinical depression and how it informs the culture. Friends, neighbors, everyone else, welcome to the show. As you can see, it's the biggest show. Yeah, is everybody on camera? Can we fit everybody in? Yeah, Rich, come in a little closer, Rich. Rich Shannon over there. You guys, we have the biggest show yet. It's a if you're a viewer of this show, you know that we've had a previous Out of the Blue art gallery show. We've got another one tonight, backed by popular demand. To give you a little preview. Oh, well, there's EXO, another preview of EXO. Give you a preview of what to expect over the next 27 minutes. We have special guest Tom Tipton. And Tom got some explaining to do.
Oh, is that me?
We're going to be touching on what's going on there. It looks like he's got a guitar. Looks like some kind of makeshift microphone. Who else do we have? We have, I may need some help with this name.
Parma Chattopadhyay.
Parma
Chattopadhyay.
Chattopadhyay.
Beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. We know she is the CEO, if you will, of Out of the Blue. We're going to be checking in with Parma, see what's get a business report on the gallery. We're going to have some of the featured artists who are featured at the gallery, and you could even buy their works down there. We're going to be checking in with one of my favorite people and artists around town, Prospero Eaton.
Wow!
Very thrilled to have him down here. Me and Prospero go back a few years now. Another gentleman, Rich Shannon, who he's down here. I used to play soccer. Rich played hockey. We both suffered concussions.
Very true.
Gonna clean the press.
We've bonded over, and Jonathan Walkinen is also here because he's our Clinical Depression's favorite band around town is Kirk Windsor, is the band that Jonathan plays, and so Jonathan, step right up, buddy. What you got? You got a release coming out soon, right?
Yeah, I do. It's coming out February 1st. This is going to be our first full-length album. It's called The Guest Friday, and we're doing a show at Pink Noise Studio. Lonesome Joan and Slow Ann are also playing. It's going to be really fun, and yeah.
So, we encourage you to go down and see Jonathan. Go up and introduce yourself to him, and let you know that you saw him on Clinical Depression and that you're a fan of the Clinical Depression show. And hopefully security won't kick you out or anything.
Yeah. Just tell them you know me. You should be able to get in.
Yeah. And as we tell them that you know Jonathan, And we also have
A bunny.
yes,
A bunny.
on the screen right there. You see special guest Jarva Town. There's Jarva. We can't have a show about art without having Jarva here. One of the premier artists around town, the big special force at EMF and the whole art community that was happening down there. It's always a thrill to have Jarva on, and she is in the house, and maybe we'll have time at the very end of the show to show a little video of her. What she got going there? She got a puppet show happening. It's Jarva, thank you for just always making it a special time. And so we are going to start with Prospero Eaton, and I'm going to, looks like, I'll show you what we're seeing on the screen here. It's if you're ever on Facebook, if you've heard of Facebook, it's a social media site, and Prospero, either pronunciation, has a art page called Prospero's Paintings, which we're looking at now, and this is one of my favorites here. I love the color, the friendliness, and Prospero, there you are. It's the opposite. So, we were talking earlier, you've only been painting since 2011. You're coming on your 8th year of being an actualized painter, and you are severely prolific because you have, I'll get to you guys in a sec. I forgot. We're cool. And then you've just, I mean, there's like, it seems like 100 paintings on this page.
There are quite a few, yeah. Like you said, I've been pretty prolific with the paintings. Something I just really enjoy doing.
And we're just going to just flip through a few to give people a feel of the type of color and frivolity you have.
Thank you.
Why do you paint?
Why do I paint? Well, the history of why I got started into painting, you mean?
Yeah, why do you do this, man? Why do you paint hundreds of these beautiful, colorful, crazy paintings?
Well, I got started. I was always just doodling in notebooks, whatever, but I wasn't very serious. And I work in mental health, and I co-facilitated an art journal group, basically, for that people that we serve could attend these groups. And so I started contributing to the exercises that people did in the class, and I started to become really inspired by them too. And I started painting, and it just really took off. It was a great way for me, to express myself.
Have you had any experience with depression?
Yes, I have. Depression and anxiety. I've definitely had my experiences over the years.
And does your painting in any way help in that process?
I think it does. I think especially the final product, when I'm actually finished painting it, it's a tremendous feeling, to actually have something accomplished, where it feels like it's, completely harmonious. So that is definitely something that can heal depression. There are some times where I'm a little less motivated because I'm experiencing depression, and, giving myself the boost to fight that depression in some ways I do by painting.
And you work with your 9-to-5 job is in mental health.
Yeah.
And what your job title is?
So I'm called a lead engagement partner, and the reason for that title is basically because I'm partnering with the people that I serve, basically, and engaging them in discussions. It's
what we're trying to do on this show too, is try to get ourselves through the day, and everybody else. We have a phone number right there you can call if you want to be part of the show tonight, 617-876-0055. What would you say to an aspiring artist, somebody who might be considering that they might want to start painting? What would you tell them?
I would tell them to go for it, to get started. I think the most threatening piece is when you have a blank canvas or a blank page or whatever it is in front of you, and just get the process started. Even if it doesn't come out right, if you can figure out why it's not right, then you're a step closer to doing what you want with the art.
if I wanted to start a painting, how do I start? What do I know the art store. I could go get some paints and a canvas, and then what do I start painting? How do I get an idea to paint? What do I?
Well, there's all different different answers to that. You know, it's maybe you have something that inspires you. I like to go through pictures, like pictures when I've traveled. You know, I took this fun trip to Mexico City for Day of the Dead a few years ago, and I had took so many pictures and I had so much inspiration. So if I don't have anything to paint, I'll just go looking through those pictures and remind me of why I was so inspired by it.
Is this, to me, it looks like I'm looking at someone's dream world, like it's your subconscious. Are you even aware of what like a cat? Sure, but like something like that, like where did that come from?
Where did that one come from? So that one was, it was based on a Halloween mask I actually wore a couple years ago. It was a plague mask, and then I started to get the idea of having more like a penguin kind of form as just opposed to a straight human form.
What about this? Is that from what's that?
That's at the gallery.
That's at the Blue Gallery right now. That is
Strange Flowers.
Yeah, Strange Flowers is the name of it, and it was something that I had some drawings that I referred to with this. I often don't use drawings when I paint, but in this case I did.
Well, Prospero, I am a fan of your artwork. If I want to buy it, what do I do?
Well, if it's on display out of the Blue Gallery, you can definitely go there. If not, you can get a hold of me on my website. You can send me emails from there. The address is, my email address is prospero.paintings@gmail.com, so you can get in touch with me that way.
Write that name down. Prospero Eaton. Search for him online.
Yep, I'm on Facebook. I have www.prosperospaintings.com as well.
And we have many, many of his works on display at Out of the Blue, so come on over.
And I have a couple right here if you...
Bring it up there.
So I brought a couple with me here. So this is one called...
Walk it right up to that camera.
Okay.
Look how big that is.
So get over here.
Sure.
Right over here. Yeah. So this is called Lamb Samity. And this is, to make this, I used a little bit of spaghetti here for the mouth, which is something a material I really like playing around with here. And then I also have a vital message over here. Thank you. And this one is a little bigger than that last one. So this is a vital message right here.
Wow. Big canvas, big, colorful, happy.
Thank you so much.
It's beautiful.
Thanks.
You have another. You have another one to show you.
I just brought two with me today.
Prospero, thank you so much.
My pleasure. Thank you so much.
Now, Parma, you had mentioned that Prospero's paintings are available for sale right now at Out of the Blue. What's the state? Give us a business report. You're the CEO. What's going on?
Yeah, I guess I am the CEO and CFO. So we're very excited from the last particular visit we had with you, Johnny, to report that what we were saying at that time, that we might have a space in Alston, has actually brought its roots into there. At the current time, we're able to make rent through a series of shows, but we do need kind of some funding and some infrastructure and other people kind of getting the word out. So it won't just be those shows on the weekends. Does that make sense? So we need a little bit more of the culture that we saw in Central Square. Of course, that opportunity is a little bit more difficult because we're on the 3rd floor. But I'd love you guys to check out our new place. It's at 14 Harvard Avenue, 3rd floor. Just give me a few minutes if you don't mind, Johnny, about that. Every weekend, you should be able to go to www.facebook.com/OOTB Gallery and find a multitude of different shows that I've been coordinating with local artists. So I've been kind of promoting that. Tom's been promoting that, and we're putting those together. We're looking really, and thank you very much. Mia Ged's a wonderful volunteer, and myself have been doing some updates, as well as some Tom figuring out some updates on on our website. Here are some of our fantastic artists on show.
that's fun.
We have 23 different artists.
Who's this guy, Alvin Long?
Yeah, Alvin Long of EMF. EMF, as we see, people are here tonight, like Jarva, who had a big part of EMF. Alvin Long is actually on display. Ben Dworsky Riggs Electric Art. We've got such a variety of different styles here that David Stickney, who's been with the gallery since its inception. And if you go to press, if you don't mind, you should be able to see the latest things of press. I was most recently interviewed by Boston Voyager, as actually Tom Tipton was the first person to do something on Boston Voyager. So you can find some of that thing. Right now we're trying to generate a couple different book clubs. I'll try to wrap up so Tom can speak. We've generated a couple different book clubs that are interested. We kind of just need more platforms and people doing things during the week. And if you guys know of any ways that you can kind of translate what we're doing here with the artists and what we have this building to really encourage folk to say, hey, how are we going to support these guys? I mean, people with way more money than us, like Fox 25 or anything, they've got donations, okay? So I think we might need a little bit more, actually. The business of selling art is very difficult. My theatrics are helping a lot with it, as well as Tom's greater passion for a great portion of his life to help artists. So again, I want you guys to please check out our website, www.outoftheblueartgallery.com. Our list of current events happening, www.facebook.com/OOTB Gallery, and you can listen to my music at www.parmachai.com. And I figure maybe you should, because I keep on promoting these events. So come check it out.
Parma, I think you should consider having your own TV show down here at CCTV. I think you're a natural at it. And speaking of art, it looks like Jarva's making and hanging art even during the show, even as we speak.
Yeah.
Like, the third piece is up there right now. It looks like she's got some paints and look at the original Jarva art.
It's unbelievable.
Nice.
Oh, that would
Very cool.
We need a better adhesive. Oh man, we need a better.
You all need a better adhesive.
We could always get a better adhesive. Tom, what's going on right here? Look, that looks like you. It looks like you're playing guitar and singing.
Well, yeah, that's me. I'm playing guitar. Been playing for a little while, write songs, play music, and I'm proud to say you're Crazy People's drummer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I am.
We need to add a couple of other parts.
I didn't find any pictures of me in any of these photos, but we're gonna have to
Steve's in the background.
Yeah, Steve, you're right. Yeah, good enough. There's at least a drummer.
Now your head on the right of it.
Yeah, basically.
When are we playing next? We're gonna keep playing it Out of the Blue, right? Because there's live music shows also at Out of the Blue.
Well, we're going to be jamming either Friday or Saturday night.
That's right.
Hopefully with May O'Hara.
That's right.
We'll let you know. Come on down.
Yeah.
Feel like hanging out for a little bit and listen to some crazy music.
How's the gallery? Because it seems like it's just the same way it's always been. And whenever I walk in there, I feel like, oh, good. This isn't like a real place. I could just hang here.
You know, how many years I've heard that?
Yeah.
And it's a nice thing to hear. It's a nice thing to hear. It's not a cellar. It's not a gallery. It is kind of down to earth. But where we are now, it's awesome. It has, as somebody said on one of the first photographs, nice, sharp edges. It has the feeling of Prospect Street, but it looks way nicer.
It is. And it's a beautiful space if you haven't gone. And Tom, are you consciously like a friend to all? Because I always say you're like open and conversational with fucking everybody.
It's always the gallery, and I suppose myself is always have been open to. What do you got? What's happening? What do you want to do? Let's put that out there. That creative energy. It falls into the category of things you can't weigh and measure, and it's also the things that are the most important in this life, in this universe. They very often get left out of most people's world, and they shouldn't be. I've always encouraged that. when you're doing your creative energy, whether it's dance or painting, music, you're doing what the universe does, creating. You're doing the right thing.
Well,
It's something that lends itself very easily to Prospero's life of helping people get through things that they probably wish they didn't have to get through. But art is one of those things that really can add a lot to that. And really can
like our great
yeah.
friend Jimmy Cliche.
All that is coming from inside of a person. Well, that's where art comes from. And not a whole lot of things in this world reach inside. Accounting? Oh yeah, that goes right inside of my heart. Yeah, here, no, I don't think so.
Well, you're good at it, and thank you so much for giving so many people through the years a home and a place where they can belong. And
thank you, Johnny, for having us on again, and especially thank Parma for her dynamic energy.
Yeah.
And I'd like to thank Richard and Prospero and all of our artists, and I'd like to thank everybody out there listening.
Can I jump in one?
Go ahead. We still
given for the years.
Yeah, go ahead.
Real quick, we forgot, dear Tom, about how we've been doing a nice collaboration with the Museum of Modern Renaissance.
Oh, yeah.
And I just wanted to bring that up for 30 seconds. I'm watching this stuff real quickly so we can jump our dear friend Richard Shannon on. We are located in 3 different locations at the current time. 14 Harvard Avenue in Allston, Mass., 3rd floor. We are also in collaboration with Stingray Body and Art, who have some incredible tattoo work in their art and on their walls.
The street from us.
And they're right across the street from us, and we're looking forward to our next reception there. And we're also at my house, 181 Fells Way West, for private parties. And I just wanted to move things along. Salons. To move things on to our lovely Richard Shannon.
Yes, and this is. So I mentioned Rich. I share a lot in common with him.
Can you go in close on that?
Oh yeah, this is.
Yeah.
Rich and I have both done our share of LSD.
The past 30 years.
He's got a few more years on me. Maybe a few more hits.
I'm a lightweight.
Both me and Rich have suffered concussions.
Yes, and a fractured skull.
I got to catch up to you there on that one, buddy.
That's when I started drawing day and night. When I got my fractured skull back in probably 1970, somewhere right around there, I started. I've been drawing my whole life. I've gotten in trouble in school for drawing on paper, taking all the paper and drawing on it. But, that was on and off as a kid, and then I got a fractured skull. And after the fractured skull, I was in this huge depression. Fortunately, art saved my life. I have to say that drawing saved my life. I was obsessed day and night drawing all the time for 5 or 6 years, went to art school. That was day and night. I still continue to draw all the time. This one right here you're looking at, I just finished within the past month. It's 2018. It's done with a .005 and a brush and some white paint. Pen and ink. It's about 14 by 20. What it's about everything is tied together in the universe, sort of like quasi-crystal structure sort of format. I believe all the spirit of the universe is in everything and everyone, and it's all connected together into one.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
All right.
No, you've got more to say about that. Now I'm upset. Richard Shannon's got so much more to say about this. Let me tell you what happens. Richard Shannon comes over to these salons, Johnny, and everybody is like, no joke, like, hail Richard Shannon, why are you the greatest artist of all time?
Yeah, no shit. No, this is...
It's pen and ink.
Quick word on Richard. Richard had his artwork packed away for many years.
Right, I did.
30 or so years, I think.
35 years. I had most
35
of the
years. He stumbled in the gallery on Mass Ave when we were there here in Central Square. Got talking, and Richard's been part of the gallery and selling and displaying his work since then.
I appreciate the opportunity that everybody's given me, Tom and Promer, and being on the show here. That's definitely, I appreciate this one here. I did in 1973. This is actually done about a block away from when the gallery is now, when I used to live in Allston. I did a lot of artwork there. It was like 11 of us in a 3-bedroom apartment. You know, as hippies were back in the 70s. But I would do a lot of drawing.
Splitting the hits.
Well, wherever you fell is where you slept, I guess, is kind of how it went. But that was us back in the day, and I believe drawing. I love doing pen and ink. I tried color, but I always get back to this black and white thing. I don't know why that is, but that's what I like to do. I don't really feel like I'm in the room when I'm drawing. I feel like I'm somewhere else in some other world, or. But it's a great escape for me. It definitely helped me to become who I am today. I don't know if that's good or not.
Did you take drafting? Because you have a real pen for detail.
No, I went to museum school in Boston, 1975 to 79. I would do anything. I just pick up a crow quill pen and a bottle of ink and start drawing.
1935. When was that?
No, 1975. Did I say 35? Close. That was a long time in school, you know.
When is 1935?
Sometimes I feel that old. 1975 to 79, I went to museum school in Boston. I appreciate going to school there. That was an opportunity for me. I don't know if you've got any other ones on there, but that's about it.
So I have another question for you, Richard, because every single month you actually sell, no matter what. Since the inception of the gallery at First to My Home.
Because I'm a good marketing person. Yes.
No, it's not just that. That's kind of remarkable that every month you are making a substantial.
And to speak to that, I'd like to take the opportunity. I have 4 murals out in the world, 4 foot by 8 foot. It took me a year to do one of them. I don't know where they are. I would love to see them again. I'll probably break down if I actually do see them. And the tall building at the corner of Central Square here, I was dating a girl that worked there in the graphics department over there. It was some business, and she came from Austin, Texas. She has one. I don't know where she is now, but if I could ever find those 4, I'd be very happy.
Hey guys, thanks so much for coming down. We got about 15 seconds. Jarvis, thanks for coming making artwork up there. Look at Jarvis' artwork that she made.
I'd like to throw in the last couple of seconds. We have
Talk to you next month. Go for it.
opportunity in space